Welcome to tonight's tale, still a fairy tale theater podcast. We're doing a special episode tonight. We're reviewing, well, it's sometimes called Grimm Party, sometimes, well, it's got a couple of different names. This is actually famously the episode that for years I didn't believe existed. I was on the record, I did not believe it existed. I thought it was an online myth, but it does exist. We did find it. I think Doug's got a little bit more history on it, but we're going to be reviewing Grimm Party. We are doing a live watch party. Some of us are in costume. I'm in black and white, a tribute to my favorite fairy tale theater princess. And of course, joined by my always beautiful co-host, Eric.
Hi, it's me, it's Eric, and I am dressed as Jeff Bridges in my favorite episode, Rapunzel. I'm just playing special little nod to him. I found a little crown that was flattering to my giant head, so there's that.
You look beautiful, darling.
Thanks, I tried just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And then we have Julia joining us tonight, dressed as who are you dressed as, Julia?
I'm just a Snow White from the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs episode.
You look gorgeous, Julia.
McGovern. You did Elizabeth McGovern proud.
Thank you.
And Julia was our guest host on the Rumpelstiltskin episode.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it.
And we've got our two most frequent guest hosts. We've got Melina and Doug. We've got our Canadian and our Australian in the house. Hey, Melina.
Hello. So I did my makeup inspired by Jenna tonight.
Cheers.
We kind of match.
We got our Rapunzel glasses twinning tonight.
Focus in the P. And Doug, the Aussie in the house.
Yes, joining you from a different time zone. I wish I could use my wine glass, but it's 8 a.m. It's too early for wine. So I've got my fairy tale themed coffee mug. So I'll be enjoying that.
Cheers, mate. So, Doug, can you give some of the background on this episode, Grimm Party, otherwise known as Fairy Tale Theater Greatest Moments?
Let's start at the beginning. What I have here to show and tell is an invitation to the actual party itself from my collection. And I'll just read a little bit of it. Shelley Duvall cordially invites you.
Of course you've got this.
Yes. Shelley Duvall cordially invites you and a guest to a costume party celebrating 3 years of fairy tale theatre. The party was held on Wednesday, March 6, 1985. And it was on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. Please join Shelley for an evening of fun dressed as a character from your favourite fairy tale. As part of this celebration, we will tape segments of fairy tale theatre's greatest moments to be seen on Showtime. Costume dress is optional but encouraged. So what was that? That was March 6, 1985. When did the episode air?
July 17th,
July 17th, 1985.
Show of hands, how many of us were alive?
I wasn't alive.
Me
Me neither.
There it is.
I was dead.
So that was roughly halfway through the series, roughly, because it was season 4.
Yeah, and I think that actually finished filming all the episodes by 1985, and then they just eked them out for syndication.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Now, I was going to talk a little bit about what you touched on before, Emily, the fact that you and many other fairy tale theatre fans thought this was a myth because it was only referenced very vaguely on early days of the internet. And it didn't carry enough weight for me to believe it actually happened. There were no photos, there was no video, there was nothing. So we just assumed it was a bit of a glitch. Maybe someone made a mistake when they were listing episodes. Plus, the title Grimm Party, which we will touch on, seemed ambiguous and weird. And then, do you remember the days of the IMDb message boards?
Yes.
Of course I do.
I lived on them.
There we go. So that's where I really met a lot of you guys for the first time without even knowing. So one day, one of the fairy tale theatre OGs from those chat groups, Caleb from Canada, he posted that he bought a video off eBay called Fairy Tale Theatre's Greatest Moments. And it was a VHS tape. And for all intents and purposes, it could have been a clip show or something. So he bought it as a collector. And when he watched it, he just revealed on the board that it was what he felt was Grimm Party, because it was a party to celebrate fairy tale theatre. So this was big because we thought we finally found it. At that time, we already had the 2004 Star Maker 2 DVDs, but we didn't have the Kosh Vision. They had announced that they were preparing a box set. So I was the one that actually suggested Caleb contact Kosh Vision and provide them with the master tape so they could include it on the box set. And we know this was the master tape because it also contained B-roll footage, which is also on the DVD, things which wouldn't have been on any sort of distribution cassette. So this may have been the one and only copy of this, and Caleb found it, bought it, and was able to generously share it so that it could be distributed.
Wow.
Yeah. And look, if it wasn't for Caleb buying it, or even my suggestion that he contact Kosh Vision, this could have been lost forever. And look, now we have more images that have resurfaced, but it's nice to have everything. It just feels like, yeah, this is what we were meant to have.
I just remember for years with my website, everyone was asking me about Grimm Party for years, and I'm like, I don't think it exists. Now, in my defense, I had reason to think it might not exist. I might have inadvertently started a rumor about Canon Movie Tales doing Cinderella. That does not exist, to be clear.
I believed that for a very long time.
Or a DVD box set, perhaps.
There might have been a poster made at some point.
To legitimize your lie.
Yeah, but that's a whole other can of worms we might talk about in season 2, should the podcast continue. But I totally believed it didn't exist until the Kutch version came out. So thank you to Caleb and thank you to you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
Now, the other point I'll make about the episode title, I am very firm that it's called Fairy Tale Theatre's Greatest Moments. I don't think Grimm Party was ever the title. I don't think it was ever an official title. In fact, I think it was a derogatory review of the episode from one of the newspapers, using the word grim to mean bad. I really do.
Just
Because I've
figured
never seen
someone
Grimm
out
Party.
there remembered it and didn't know what else to call it. That was how I always figured it got started. But I agree, it was never officially called Grimm Party. That was just what those of us online who are wondering about this lost episode were calling it.
I'm convinced that it was a reference to a derogatory review of the episode, as in Grimm Party.
I prefer to be more positive about it.
Okay, but definitely Greatest Moments is the official title because we see that displayed. So we know what we're doing now.
All right.
Excited.
Without further ado, we're going to start this very infamous episode, which is, as we call it, Grimm Party. I know it's not technically what it's called, but that's what it's come to
When
be.
we call
known
it
as.
Grimm Party, Doug just shudders, but
Bristles.
Bristles. All right, I'm going to ask everyone to mute, and we will begin.
Zoe, I've told you before, costume or no costume, you can't go to the party. Understood?
Shelley, we really ought to get going. You know, I mean, the party's already started.
All right. Just a second.
lights in that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Shelley, will you just quickly change into something else, huh, please?
Well,
Too cute.
well, how's this look?
Oh, this is perfect. It's perfect, really. It's beautiful.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Shelley,
Oh, I know. I guess I'm just a bit jittery about the party tonight. Can you believe it's been 3 years?
since you started getting ready?
No, since we started doing fairy tale theater.
Oh, I know. It's your big night. I should get out of your way and just let you get ready. So I'll go. I'll see you at the party, okay?
Oh, I'll only be a few minutes if you want to wait.
No. I want to go to the party now. I'll be at the punch bowl. I'll see you there.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
I really appreciate it. I'll hurry. Zoe, not my shoes.
Oh.
Mirror on the wall, who is the fairy? Honey beast!
Going somewhere?
Hazel, let down your hair!
No, not by the hair of our chinny chin chin!
There you are. Coming, my dear. We have been waiting for you.
Where's Shelley?
Oh, well, she's right behind me. She had a few last-minute touches, but she'll be here in a minute.
Miss Duvall.
Yes?
Miss Duvall, you are charged with blatantly tampering with the classic literature known as fairy tales.
Oh? Is premeditated malice aforethought. You have willfully updated, reinterpreted, and changed the stories of these classic tales.
Furthermore, you are accused of presenting these fairy tales in the form of video.
Therefore we, the Brothers Grimm,
On behalf of Hans Christian Andersen and all others involved in the existence and preservation of fairy tales,
ask you, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
that's what she said.
Not guilty. Then defend yourself!
I admit to using new methods of presenting the tales, but only as a means of reaching millions of people. People who might not otherwise have heard them. Don't you think it's exciting that we can introduce a whole new generation to the importance of fairy tales?
Not when you change the stories.
But I didn't. I might have embellished them or enhanced them, but I didn't change them.
Prove it!
All right. May I use your blackboard?
Yeah. If you think it will help your defense.
She doesn't stand a chance. What is that?
Should I know?
I was asking her.
Just humor the woman. That is weird. Shh.
Now, if you'll just watch, I'll prove to you that I didn't change the stories. Case in point, the very first fairy tale we ever did, The Tale of the Frog Prince. As always, the story begins when a beautiful but selfish princess, played by my friend Terry Garr, makes a promise to a kind and noble frog. She promises the frog that if he retrieves her golden ball from the well, he can come and live with her at the palace.
So lovely. Oh, thanks, sucker.
Alas, that nasty princess broke her promise to the frog.
Stand back.
Poor froggy.
Stand back. Stand back. Just give me a little air. I'll be all right. Princess, don't you worry about that kiss. Princess? Princess?
But the feisty frog, inimitably portrayed by Robin Williams, finds his own way to the palace and is suitably impressed.
Oh, this is the history of good tales. I always said if you can't use one color, put them all on the wall.
They'd be like it not.
Well, when the good king, René Aubergenois, discovers that his daughter broke her word to the frog, he sits her down for a fatherly fireside chat.
But I'm a princess, and I won't take orders.
You are a human being and a king's daughter, and you will keep your word. A promise is a promise.
So the princess lets the frog stay in her chamber, but she is still none too pleasant towards her guest.
Turn around, you horny toad.
But that night, when a poisonous scorpion threatens the princess, the brave little frog chivalrously saves her life and wins her heart.
You dear Froggy, you good, kind, wonderful creature. Oh dear, I've been so bad to you. Please forgive me. Shall I give you a kiss?
Same story, right?
Yeah. I suppose it's similar.
Thanks. I needed that.
Shall we proceed to actors playing wooden boys?
You mean Pinocchio?
Mother! No, but that's so cute. I'm Sophia. I'm the fairy of all things made of wood.
Carl Reiner plays Geppetto the puppet maker, who wishes that one of his puppets could become a real live boy. Lainie Kazan as the good fairy grants him his wish because he is kind and because...
He also happens to be a personal favorite of mine.
Thank you, Sophia, whoever you are. My wishes have come true.
But our story would never have been the same without the classic performance of Paul Rubens, a.k.a. Pee-wee Herman.
I'm going to call you Pinocchio, little seed of a big pine.
Pinocchio.
Hi, my name's Pee-wee Herman. I play Pinocchio in Shelley Duvall's fairy tale theater entitled Pinocchio. It was really fun to play Pinocchio. It was a dream come true, really, because it's all about what happens to you if you lie. You know, your nose grows really big, duh, if you lie, and so everything gets wrecked up because people can tell if you're lying because your nose grows really big.
No, I lied. Okay, so our first part of Grimm Party. Actually, Julia, I really want to hear your reaction because you've never seen it. So
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so I think that I knew about it because I do have the box set, but I haven't been able to find it. So I've just been watching Fairy Tale Theater on YouTube. So I think I actually did know about it, but I never actually watched it. And it's really cute. It's fun.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, at first I thought I was taking like a
It was
crazy...
the 80s.
That's true.
I feel like everything in the 80s was weird.
It's just very camp. I just feel like the 80s were just camp.
Yeah.
Everything.
My thought when I first saw it was like a fever dream.
It is. That's actually what I was thinking.
There's all these actors that you know, and they're in a costume, they're out of costume, they've got like different hair. It's just, yeah, it was strange when I first saw it.
I'm gonna applaud you. We have someone that joined us. We have someone that joined us.
With beautiful hair.
Well, he goes by on Instagram Technicolor Noir. So
can you both hear and see me? Is that what this is?
We
You
can
look
hear you. I
gorgeous.
hear you.
I don't know how this works. I'm so sorry to interrupt whoever was just speaking. Hi, thanks for letting me be tardy. Please continue. I'm
Welcome.
fascinated. Thank you
We're
very
running
much.
behind. It's all good.
It's okay.
We were being a mess because we had technical issues, so we only watched the first 10 minutes. So
I see. Well, in true Zoom meeting fashion, I'm fashionably late. I'm Technicolor Noir. I'm from Chicago, and I'm so happy to see everybody's face in person. Thanks for letting me join you tonight.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Good to see
I'm
you.
sorry I interrupted, Doug, but
Please continue, Doug.
I didn't want to
Thank you so
ignore
much.
you. I don't want to ignore you in the corner.
It's okay. I'm happily sitting
I
in
forgot what I
my.
was saying now, but we were talking about how like the first time I saw it, it did feel like a fever dream, and then there was that cute skit with Shelley and her dog. Was it Zoe?
Zoe,
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of that. I just
We know.
don't
Well,
what
look,
to
this is the
make
thing.
of it.
Shelley loved her pets, so any opportunity to work with her pets, I think Shelley would have worked that into the script really well.
And Sarah just posted something that she shared where Shelley like made a computer game about her dog Digsby.
Yeah, she
And I
put it into things like
in the
CD-ROM.
90s, and I was like, what? I was so confused. I was like, what is this? And of course, it starts
Like
out,
Shelley,
hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Welcome to this game about my dog Digsby. I'm like, what?
I believe every word of it.
Perfect.
Shelley was so random. That's why we loved her so much. So
Yeah.
Well, I just kind of wanted to weigh in a tiny bit. I was taking some notes. I mean, Fever Dream was actually one of the notes I put down, Doug, because it's so bizarre. You see people in costumes, like Terry Garr's in her costume from Frog Prince, Donovan Scott's in his costume from Three Little Bears, and
Stapleton.
Alfre Woodard is so 80s and dancing, and of course we randomly have Pee Wee Herman, Pam Daubers in classic 80s wear. It is just bizarre.
So
Yeah.
Pam, your beautiful ogre shows up
Yeah,
too.
Peters look gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he looked so dashing in that suit. I'm like, ooh, I'd let him buy me a drink. He looked gorgeous.
Was anyone having low-key FOMO tonight? Because I was like, I would give anything to be at that party.
I know.
It was so iconic. Like they were all there in the same room, like partying it up.
Can you imagine breathing the same air?
Wild. Love it. I love
Already
it so
established. I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you all already establish? Was this just like the cast party for all of the episodes in season henceforth?
It was like three to.
Yeah, I would suggest. We could probably firm this up with suggest, but I'm actually convinced they'd finished filming every episode by the time they made this, and the episodes were just going to be airing subsequently.
And this was like the cast party for
because they interviewed Karen Black, and that was the Little Mermaid, and I think wasn't that like the second to last episode that they made?
1987. 1987 was when it came out, right? 86, 87.
Yeah,
Pam Daubers in it, and I think I spotted Donna McKechnie in the background.
Yeah.
So
look, Karen Black's talking about being a sea witch in 1985, and that episode doesn't air until 1987. So they're all in the can when they made this special, I reckon.
yeah, so it aired like halfway through, but they'd actually already filmed everything. Did anyone from Dancing Princesses show up? Not that I remember, anyways.
I didn't see anyone yet. We still have quite a few clips to see, but this might be a good question for Fred and Bridget, like when this actually happened. And
well, I've got that information on the invite, so maybe if we just cross-check it against the filming dates that you've got, Eric, we can answer our own questions.
Here we go.
Well, yeah, the ones you sent me, Doug. Whatever archival situation you need in life for fairy tale theater, Doug has all of it.
I know.
But yeah, we said it was filmed March 85. So whatever episodes hadn't been filmed by March 85 were made subsequent to this.
Yeah, so on this list, it's blank for Dancing Princesses and Rip Van Winkle. Their dates were not on this because I guess they didn't print it thus far. But the last dates were October 1984 for Aladdin.
Okay. Well, Aladdin had been filmed. I spotted some Aladdin costumes back there.
But Aladdin
someone
came out
was
earlier.
in Valerie's costume.
That's crazy that Aladdin was the second to last. Yeah, it was the second to last to be filmed.
That's a good question for Fred. Fred remembers Rip Van Winkle like it was yesterday. It's a little spooky how good he is at that.
Very cool.
But okay, I did not recognize the guys in the rat costumes. Was that from Mother Goose Rock and Rhyme? Because I didn't know where else to place it.
Oh.
No, Rock and Rhyme was filmed in '89. This was.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm
because
wrong.
it came out in 90.
Could
it
it
came out in 90 or 91.
Thumbelina?
Okay, then we just had random rats.
Maybe Thumbelina.
We did.
Could it be the field mouse from
perhaps.
Thumbelina?
Oh, maybe.
I'd have to
They're not all costumes from the show. Some are just like homemade costumes. I mean, Dana Hill's wearing a
that's
cheap
true.
bunny rabbit costume. So
You got the feeling they were just going around the costume warehouse. The one you've been in, Doug.
Well, they did actually use costumes from the series. They used those as higher costumes for this special because we've seen pictures of Bridget Terry wearing the Red Riding Hood cape.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I mean, and also they were just in random fairy tale costumes. Like Dana Hill was in a little pink rabbit. My girl Dana Hill.
We will talk about that bit later. But yeah.
What would everyone have gone as?
We got that fun interview with Paul Rubens.
Oh, that was cute.
So fun. So
Full
cute.
Pee-wee mode. I mean, one easiest costume ever, but also how iconic that we got him as Pee-wee Herman talking about fairy tale theater.
Yeah. If we had actually gone to this, what would everyone have gone dressed up as?
Ooh.
If we could time travel.
I would have gotten Jeff Bridges'
I would wear the orange
costume from
velvet.
Rapunzel.
I want the orange velvet dress. I want the orange velvet dress.
I've got an answer, and I think it's going to surprise people. I want Leslie Ann Warren's purple dress from Dancing Princesses.
It's a beautiful dress.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to say the soldier's costume from Dancing Princesses.
There you go.
The red pants, man. It's the red pants.
I love that look. I love the pants. I love the little bit. Oh, it's so cute.
Still.
Dates. We'll hang out with Pee-wee.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't even know why. That's just the one that jumped to my mind.
That's cool. All right, should we get back to it? All right, you guys, if it doesn't play...
I want to hear everybody else. Julia, did you answer? Walter?
Go ahead, Walter.
Oh, thanks. I'm sorry. I just, can you hear me right now? I apologize for being, I'm so bad at this thing. I would do Vincent Price's Magic Mirror, where I'd have my face all done up and have this and maybe
That's
the whole
amazing.
That's a good answer.
That's my go-to. Thank you. But did we hear from everyone else too? I'm sorry.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to interject. Technicolor Noir, you all have to follow him. He does crazy, amazing Halloween costumes, like insane. Like insane, like beyond.
Insane is right. Yeah.
I love
so
them.
you can
They're
pull
so
off
good.
the magic mirror because that one would be tricky.
Would be, yeah.
You did Death
Yeah.
Becomes Her, right? For one of your Halloween costumes, Death Becomes Her.
That's so generous of you. Yeah. That was a good one. All due modesty. That was fun.
Oh, it was very cool. You guys got to check him out. He's very cool.
Yeah.
The one who's dressed as Snow White, Julia, which costume would you wear?
I was thinking Snow White, but then I was also thinking of Princess Henrietta from The Princess Who Never Laughed. Actually, would be fun too.
Oh, I love her
She had
dress
the best
that she wears
hair.
too.
The hair.
She did. And well, the suit of armor in the beginning is pretty funny too.
Aww.
I was
when
trying
she
to
has the
figure out
giant
the
like
suit of
blush
armor.
when she's doing her makeup.
I like the gold. I like the gold streamers. The gold streamers in her hair.
Yes.
Yes. What about you, Doug?
Girls just wanna. I don't know what girls want to do.
I said I would do Jeff Bridges' Rapunzel Prince costume. I think that's like the cutest Prince costume that there was. So I'm gonna try that on. I did tell you when I was looking for costumes, and I saw Klaus Kinski's Beast costume, and it was so small it wouldn't even fit on the female mannequin. Like, it was so tiny. It was crazy.
Sorry, Klaus.
Somewhat explains a lot about Klaus Kinski on a psychological level. But
Maybe a Napoleonic complex.
I was going to say Napoleon
Could've been
complex
that.
much.
But it's funny you said the princess who had never laughed. That was the only costume that was 100% complete that we found. It had all the accessories still attached, hadn't been changed at all.
Wow.
Really? Wait, which one? Her.
It was like almost like a pinky beigey dress with it had like a belt, and the belt was still attached, whereas most of the other costumes had been repurposed and changed, but she had all those accessories still attached.
You didn't find her little crown, did you?
No, there were very few crowns because I think they get reused so easily, they don't last. Basically, the costumes that they had were ones that couldn't be repurposed easily or were too small because they couldn't be reused by other actresses or actors because they were just too tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I remember you asking me what my favorite episode was and what costumes. I'm like, it's Princess and the Pea, and I'll tell you right now, you won't find any of those costumes.
No, because they're all too repurposable.
Exactly. I'm like, those are long gone.
Yeah.
They got torn up and reused in other lives. But okay, sorry. I just didn't want us to skip everyone getting a chance to weigh in on that.
Did everyone weigh in? Melina, what were you going to be?
Oh, Rapunzel's orange dress.
Oh, that's a good one. Classic.
I thought you would have chosen Jenna Rollins' cape or something.
Yes, Jenna Rollins as the Scarecrow.
Yes.
Oh, the Scarecrow. That's true. I thought about doing something, but I don't know. I feel like I could pull off the orange dress better than I could pull off what she had, what Jenna had. Yeah.
And to be fair, that orange dress was really small, so that would fit you perfectly.
Yeah. Thank you.
Or you can have Jenna Rollins look with the beehive hairdo.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh
noticed in this first 10 minutes when Shelley's flying through outer space, which was clearly from Snow Queen, I noticed they were doing sound clips and little videos, and every single one, I know y'all, every single one was one of our favorite characters from Fairy Tale Theater. They did, oh my God, they did Henbane, who is a classic favorite. They did your girl from Hansel and Gretel, Doug.
Joan Collins.
The one and only.
They did all the iconic camp ones.
Exactly. It was all the camp ones.
Now, you do notice in that scene, Shelley appears to be like riding a bicycle. Do you think that's a little bit of a Wizard of Oz Miss Gulch? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Did you all get when she drew the TV on the wall? That gave me Beetlejuice.
When one of them isn't even, when one of the circles isn't even, my
Beetlejuice when they draw the door. I was like,
they must have just done Aladdin at that point because this makes so much sense.
It's all coming together.
And wasn't that Ed Begley Jr. as one of the Grimms?
Yeah. That was
and Richard Libertini.
Yeah, and Richard Libertini, who was in Sleeping Beauty, was the other one.
Popeye.
Yeah, and of course Ed Begley Jr. would later on be in Tall Tales. He was in Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, and he was in Rip Van Winkle. Ed Begley
Oh,
Jr.
yes, I forgot about
he's
that.
in everything.
He's in everything.
He's in everything. He worked with my girl Kate Mulgrew on Star Trek Voyager because, ask Eric. Everything ties back to Kate Mulgrew. But
all right, should we continue?
Yes.
He's marking. Being true to the story,
That is for us to decide.
Pinocchio continues to get into trouble at the hands of the gypsy, wickedly portrayed by James Coburn.
Hello. I have to go buy some school books. My father said that...
No, you don't need no stinking school book. There's a much better.
When Pinocchio fails to return home, Geppetto sets out to sea to find him. And then Pinocchio sets out to sea to find Geppetto. Finally, father and son joyfully unite in the belly of a whale.
Father, I found you! I knew I'd find you! Mother, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cause trouble. That's why you're here, because I was so bad and thoughtless. And Father, I love you.
And now, as final proof that I do not change the stories, may I present our version of what is called your most famous fairy tale. Jennifer Beals stars as...
Don't tell me. She must mean...
Cinderella, there's somebody at the door. Cinderella, answer the door!
Complete with 2 wicked stepsisters and a stepmother who will not let the poor overworked girl go to the royal ball.
Oh, what a filthy little nobody like like you and an upwardly mobile bass like that.
Sadly, Cinderella has no one to turn to until...
Who are you?
Honey, I'm your fairy godmother.
With the arrival of her fairy godmother, Cinderella's life becomes magical and fun. A pumpkin becomes her glittering coach. 2 white mice become 2 glorious horses. And she becomes a beautiful princess all the way down to her glass slippers. She not only goes to the ball, she conquers it.
You wouldn't want to dance, would you?
I wouldn't? Including the prince, played by Matthew Broderick. But fairy godmothers set midnight curfews, and Cinderella barely makes it home in time.
I won't.
True to your original version, the prince holds a second ball.
Yeah, not many people know that.
Cinderella sets off even more beautifully than before.
Have a good time. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And if you do, just don't. Crazy kid.
The rest is fairy tale history. With a fairy godmother like Jean Stapleton, how can you help but live happily ever after?
Let me ask you this, if I may.
How can you possibly justify using such humor?
Pardon my pun, but fairy tales don't have to be grim.
Objection!
Some characters just lend themselves to humor. Like the giant in Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yes, but he's supposed to be mean.
Yeah.
Oh, he is. He's large and fearsome, but he's also funny.
Patty Gould, everyone.
Guess who is coming to dinner? Now, where am I
You
going to
said
find
it, I was
you?
thinking it.
One
So was
and
Melina.
Welcome to the typical evening at home with the giant and giantess. Elliot Gould and Jean Stapleton in Jack and the Beanstalk.
Where'd he go? Little boy, where are you? Hi, honey. You're home. I didn't hear you coming.
Oh,
Something bothering you?
oh, I don't know.
Well, I made a special surprise for your supper.
What's life all about? Being a wicked giant is just kind of fruitless. And you know what?
What?
I figured out today that when you die, you're dead. And then what's it all mean? What's the difference if we all just end up dead anyway?
Listen, why don't you work on your hobby? Do some taxidermy. Finish this ugly. That'll cheer you up.
I don't feel like stuffing heads.
Well, maybe you need some exercise. Why don't you go out and swim a couple of laps in the moat?
And who can help but fall down at the antics of the tongue-tied prince in The Princess and the Pea, starring Liza Minnelli, Tom Conti, and Beatrice Straight.
Who, may I ask, is this?
This is Princess Alicia. She happens to be the girl that I have decided to
Mary.
Thank you.
On with the fun. Shall we start with a riddle?
All right. What fairy tale stars Ellen Barkin and Howard Hessman as a king who summons comedians to make his daughter laugh?
Life without laughter is like a dinner without wine. Normally, it's not necessary, but a little now and then probably wouldn't hurt.
Well, all the comedians fail, even Jackie Vernon.
Who?
Then along comes Howie Mandel.
I got to work in a fairy tale that was humorous. And some fairy tales are humorous, and sometimes they can be humorous and also teach a lesson.
And I don't mean to barge in. It's just that Boris and I are here to make the princess laugh.
Boris?
Oh, the pig, sir. He's my partner. Well, he comes up with the material.
Pig, who's a writer? That's a switch.
Well, you heard the expression chow down? Was his?
The fairy tale is called The Princess Who Had Never Laughed, but she does, and happily ever after.
But these are fairy tales. The fairy tale. Well, why is it that they're so funny. I didn't think fairy tales were supposed to be humorous. I thought they were supposed to have a message for the children.
There's evidence of humor in all our tales, but for my final example of the funny in fairy tales, I call upon Emperor's New Clothes, with Dick Shawn as the ridiculously vain emperor.
But a truly magnificently wonderful emperor, whom I truly adore.
Vanity leaves the emperor wide open for any scheme that might improve his appearance. Enter Art Carney and Alan Arkin as the scheming tailors.
Let me get this straight. If you are unfit for office and incredibly stupid, you cannot see the cloth? Exactly. It's the ultimate fabric. I must have it.
I don't know a thing about stitches, because I'm weaving my way to britches. Take it, Bo.
You see, Carney and Arkin know nothing about fabric or tailoring, but they know a fool when they see one. And they spotted the emperor a mile away. Cloth or no cloth, the emperor would see it, pay for it, and wear it.
Impossible. I can't see a thing. This is a disaster. Am I stupid? Am I unfit to be emperor? Oh, this is a catastrophe.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely.
Well, how do I look?
Indescribable.
Thank you.
Magnificent. A perfect fit.
I know. Well, Sir Bo? Sir Morty?
Yeah.
Miss Duvall, you seem to be forgetting what made these stories so popular was that they were so frightening.
Yeah. We really enjoyed scaring the lederhosen off those little kitties, didn't we, Jake?
Oh, I've got scary. I've got you.
Who's that?
Jenna Rollins as the witch in Rapunzel. And when death visits Mick Jagger's emperor in The Nightingale, fear is found. And we
do you know anything about that
Little Red
costume?
Riding Hood. Witness the Wolf and Granny, Malcolm McDowell and Frances Bay.
Miserable, flea-bitten fur bag, or you'll end up a rug on my floor.
Granny, I think there must have been some mistake. Can't we discuss this in a civilized way?
No. Oops.
Unlucky.
Oh, Ghost! You're no oil painting, are you? Eh?
I feel the slight twinge of fear.
Is that it?
Oh, I've just begun.
I was afraid you'd say that.
We certainly carried over the eerie terror of Beauty and the Beast.
William, sit down.
They give me the creeps.
They gave the whole town of Hamlin the creeps. That's why they pay a piper to lead the rats out of town.
Good.
Oh my God. That was trippy. That was so trippy.
But she came ready. She was prepared. She was like, I have examples for anything that you want. You want funny? You want scary? I got you.
You notice her examples to the Brothers Grimm? None of them were true to the original Brothers Grimm stories.
Except for Cinderella. Cinderella was with the two balls.
Oh, in Cinderella, according to the Brothers Grimm, the stepsisters were cutting off toes. There was no fairy godmother. And Frog Prince, she sure didn't kiss the frog.
Well, she's giving the instances from the stories that were true. That's what the whole point.
Yes.
But like
giving
Pinocchio, like Pinocchio, okay. Like, I don't know. I guess, ma'am. But do you guys notice that the scores, the background sound in those episode clips are not there because the episodes didn't come out yet, like Cinderella?
So there's no music.
No music. It was like
I never know.
random sounds put in.
That's a good catch.
The only one that really caught my attention was Pied Piper of Hamelin.
Cinderella caught me right away. I was like, I clocked it. I was like,
Yeah,
no.
that, yeah. Oh, that was fun though. That was the greatest hits. I noticed Eric, Melina, and I at least were started mouthing certain.
I know every word, every word.
What
I love too is yeah.
I just want to call on everyone for their reaction. So Melina, you go first.
Sure. So I think what I love is how it's little bits of each, and I think Daddy Gould has become something that, thanks to my wife, we all say now. And
it's not
I don't know
just
if we
you
all
and
saw
your
the
wife.
video.
Eric and I say it now.
I know, you're welcome. So I don't know if everyone saw the video that I shared on both groups where he actually talks about accepting the role like back in the 80s. And he talks about how he just loved working with Shelley. And of course, they were both like Robert Altman muses. So they go way, way, way back. But I love how that was included in the greatest moments. And then, of course, Cinderella. Does everyone agree that her second dress was better than the first?
Oh,
yeah.
amen.
Yeah.
Can we all agree?
That first one was
The
awful.
first one, the 80s sleeves were like overkill.
And a little bonnet, little yarmulke, whatever bonnet. Like I was like, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a question about for the Beauty and the Beast when he is carrying her. Is it true that they didn't get along on set? So when when Roger Vadim yelled cut at that scene, Klaus Kinski just dropped Susan Sarandon. Is that true? Because it was supposed to be Jessica Lange, correct?
It was.
And then it was like a last minute replacement, and Klaus Kinski was like, I don't like this woman, so then cut it, and he just dropped her.
I can give some insight to this because we didn't air this part of the interview, but it was a specific question I asked Bridget Terry when we interviewed her. First of all, I asked, how in the world did you guys end up with Klaus Kinski as the Beast? Because it just seemed so random. And she was kind of looking at me like, are you a Klaus Kinski fan? I'm like, somewhat, but I understand he was a complete jerk, so you're not going to offend me. And she very diplomatically put, he didn't play well with others. And she said it was the only time she didn't like being on the stage. She kind of hid out in the control room. She did say Klaus. Well, she answered my question. I said, how did Klaus Kinski get cast in the first place? And apparently Shelley met Nastasia Kinski, his daughter, at a film festival in Europe. And Nastasia put her in touch with Klaus, which makes sense. Nastasia would have been about the same age. But yeah, apparently he was really hard to deal with on the set. I didn't ask specifically about that story, but it still sounds very true. Bridget did say that the one actor on the set during that whole thing who was just not putting up with it was Angelica Houston.
Oh, wow.
She
Angelica
had her
Houston grew up in movies. Her father was a director.
Her dad's like fire. Yeah. She had her dad's fire. And
Exactly.
I think also just growing up in the modeling industry, which is super toxic. I don't think she's going to put up with that shit. Just knowing who she is.
She grew up with her father and Lauren Bacall and Kate Hepburn, and she just wasn't standing for this. And that's what Bridget said was Angelica Houston was the one who very much, like, she didn't quite say protected, but stood up for everyone going, no, you don't treat the cast this way. You don't treat the crew this way. We're not going to do this.
I love that.
And it makes sense if you know Angelica Houston's background, but I totally.
And if you've read her books too, she's always been an advocate for other actors and for everyone on set because she grew up on film
behind
sets,
the scenes. She's always had nothing but respect for people behind the scenes because her father was behind the scenes. So
yeah, her father was an amazing director.
So that's guys, that's a story we didn't air on the podcast, but I did ask Bridget, and she did give some insight on that.
I'm gonna say Bridget
Julia,
did
what do
give
you
that.
think? Because you've never seen it.
Bridget did give that anecdote about Klaus Kinski. That was where you got that from, Melina.
Yeah.
We had a
Okay,
hard time with
yeah.
Klaus Kinski. At one point, he was walking down the hallway carrying Sarandon for a scene, and Roger Vadim, our director, yelled "cut," and he just dropped her. It was really tense between them.
Yeah.
The director from
I had heard that.
And Klaus Kinski put it in his autobiography that the only reason he signed up was because he was, well, number one, a fan of the French film, and number two, because they promised him Jessica Lange. So he was
kind of to work with that woman, right? Is what he said.
Yeah, he called it some actress from New York.
Some actress from New York.
Yeah, you mean Academy Award winner Susan Sarandon? That's who you mean?
But she did say that Susan was lovely, and she said there were a lot of lovely people on that set, which balanced it all out. And she did say that.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. So, okay, sorry, Julia, we were going to call on you next.
Oh yeah, sorry, Melina, is that what you were asking? What I thought?
Yeah, because you've never seen it. Yeah.
Which one, like the different clips? It was fun because there was a lot of like ones I liked growing up, like Cinderella. I tend to like kind of like the magic ones, like in the princess. Although the princess who never left wasn't, but I guess I like the princess ones. But yeah, it's just fun to get to like see. Yeah, and like obviously like Princess and the Pea, that was always one of my top favorites. So it's fun.
This is why we get along, Julia.
Yes, that's like in my top three is Princess and the Pea. Yeah.
That's a cute one.
You know, I'm just going to. I'm not sure anyone can see it. Do you know? Anyone notice what poster I've had in the background this whole conversation?
No white.
158 tripod.
Snow Pod 158.
Yeah, it might have been a little unconscious. Yeah. I think Snow White's, as much as my eternal love for Princess and the Pea, I think Snow White's my other favorite, which I don't even think I realized until we revisited that. But oh my goodness. Walter, I'm interested in your take on everything.
I actually re-listened to some of your past episodes in preparation for hopefully being on time for this, which I was not. My favorite of the whole series probably is Cinderella. That is my favorite story. I've got my
slipper
6.5 shoe that I definitely don't try on when no one's looking. Nope, not happening. But I really enjoyed your anecdotes, and I know everyone has mixed feelings about the dresses. The dresses, the ivory, as you call it, Emily, the ivory dress kind of grew on me as I appreciated the whole series. Much like with Snow White, when I first saw it, that was the first one I ever saw when I was a kid. Some other kid in the neighborhood had it on VHS, and I also I didn't know who Vanessa Redgrave was at the time. I've since learned and completely love her and find her completely wonderful and gorgeous and crazy kooky pants jamboree wonderful. But I remember feeling disappointed way back then because I was like, she doesn't look like Michelle Pfeiffer. She doesn't, like I wanted this like lush, Disney style queen. So much like that, I came around to appreciate the ivory dress. The white dress looks a little bridal to me, so I actually don't prefer it, but it is lovely. It's a hot take,
clarify.
I know.
I don't hate the ivory dress as much as Eric does. Eric's the one who I think called it what did you call it? Like a yellow garbage bag or something with the yarmulke? I didn't hate it as much as Eric did. I just thought the white dress was prettier, but I can
I think the flowered
that.
yarmulke was a very inspired anecdote. That's pretty funny. I also re-listened. If I still have time, may I continue?
Go.
Okay. I also re-listened to your Beauty and the Beast episode, which I mentioned. Hearing all this anecdotes about Klaus Kinski, he was lucky to be involved at all. Considering this, listen, I normally I don't shame people for looks, but he looking like Little Lord Creep Leroy at the end is completely out of context.
Yeah.
Thank God Susan Saran Wrap is a professional. She's on time. She knows her lines.
Amazing.
And I wish I were half as beautiful. And of course, we've got Angelica Houston, and the actress's name escapes me, who's been in a few other episodes, who plays the other sister. Sorry, I can't quite place it. Thank you. Forgive me for not remembering. She's terrific. She also played a smoking shopping nun in an episode of The Golden Girls, if you're interested
She
in
was
that.
also in Cinderella.
Yes, giving a little signal. Right. But I just wondered if, because Klaus Kinski at the time was such a, I guess we could call him a hot commodity because he was this like prolific actor.
Yeah.
I wonder if they initially intended to do like in the 1946 version where the Avenant character, your buddy Jacques, who says everything is charming every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I wondered if the initial intent was to do like the body switch like in the 40s.
Like they did. I hadn't thought of that.
I mean, I don't know, man. Klaus Kinski is a big deal. He can have his thing, but he's a little miscast. I'm sorry to say.
He was approaching 60 and he was like almost 20 years older than Susan Sarandon.
Yeah.
Really creepy. Like, no.
And just like with his reputation with like Werner Herzog, like the director he worked with a lot, how he like pulled a gun on him at one point and then like bit his face. And I'm just like,
no.
How is this guy getting work?
Yeah.
I made it through his autobiography and lived to tell the tale. And I lived in Germany, and I'm of the opinion his autobiography is probably 80% invented, but I was paying attention to what he wrote about fairy tale theater, and I do believe he only took the part to meet Jessica Lange. That part sounds very true to me. Oh no, he was a wonderful actor, terrible human being. That's just my take on it. But I totally agree.
Listen, Bridget had no one else to say that was difficult. That was the only person she.
No, and I pulled it out of her. You were there, Eric. I pulled it out of her.
Like, was anyone difficult? She's like, to be honest, there was only one person that, let's just say, and she just said it very diplomatically, he was just not a team player kind of person.
Yeah. And I'm like,
play well with others kind of person.
About Klaus Kinski, and she goes, so he didn't play well with others.
Yeah, but we had lots of lovely people on there. Susan was lovely, and Angelica's lovely, and everyone was lovely.
Stan was there. Stan was in that episode.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Shelley was dating at the time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Stan, who played Jacques. That's an interesting take, Walter. I hadn't thought of it. If they decided to do what the 46 film did, which was basically make Jacques be the prince at the end, and they just swapped personalities. But Jacques, it wouldn't really work with that script because Jacques wasn't a bad guy. So
right. I don't know. I don't want to take up any more time from anyone else, but real quick, I think it's amazing how you've gotten to know all the people from the actual show. You were just talking about Bridget and Terry. Is it okay to ask, how did you connect with everybody? That's so fascinating.
I don't have a quick answer. It's years and years of people knowing people and asking questions. Some of them found us. We found some of them.
Yeah, because Bridget had listened to an episode, I believe.
Yeah, she listened to Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
You must be so satisfied that your passion for this project got out to the people who actually did it. That's so amazing, and very well earned. I would say.
Thank you, and I for one am very glad that we did not know Bridget would be listening to Puss in Boots when we recorded it. We would have been so nervous.
No, we're very
she
blessed.
told us later.
That
was the one
we
to
got
listen
Fred
to.
and Bridget, especially towards the end. It made those last 2 episodes very special. So to have them and just talk to them, and they were like so involved. If there's like anyone that still loves fairy tale theater, they were like, we love this because this is our baby. We made it, but like it's so crazy that like people actually still watch this and know about it, and they were just honored. They loved that there's still people out there, because that's the big thing, is that it didn't have a huge audience. I told this many times, this story. I didn't know anyone that knew fairy tale theater until I met you guys, and I didn't. And so other than me and my brother.
Not like there was someone online who put up a website that everybody checked in on.
On my dial-up, I was checking it out.
Sorry, that's still my favorite thing is that everyone knew me before they knew me.
The days of
Also looked at that way back when, yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Looks like we've got a new person signing in, Tiara.
Yeah, Tiara is a little camera shy, but she is a fan. We've had a few bots here and there, but no, Tiara is apparently like a real person. Hi,
Hey, Tiara.
Hi.
Welcome.
Don't have to be shy. We're all freaks in this room, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's good.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you. Well, I'm not good at English because I'm from Argentina. Well, I love Shelley and fairy tales.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Oh, lovely to talk to you.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm ashamed.
We're not going to make you talk if you're not comfortable. Just wanted you to know you're more than welcome.
We wanted to acknowledge you in the room. We want to say welcome. But if you have anything to say and you're not comfortable saying it, you can type it and I'll share it if you want. It doesn't matter.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Beautiful.
Option the whole time. I didn't know that.
In the chat. Yeah.
I'm so bad at this. I'm not a futuristic person. I'm so old timey. Sorry.
Welcome to Zoom. Here we are. It's like we're back in COVID.
Oh God, I know, right?
Right. Oh my goodness, right?
Oh my
hey,
goodness.
do we want to
all right, do we
want to
continue
continue?
watching?
Do we have anything else to share or do we want to continue?
Who, me?
Just anyone in general.
Does anyone need a break? I mean, we can take like a 2-minute break.
I was actually going to say, I've got to tap out soon because I didn't put this much time aside.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we are running late. So let's continue then.
We have a couple more parts.
Well, guys, I'll
let's
say this.
continue.
I'll tap out at this point, but look forward to seeing how it all ends.
Okay.
Yes. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, Doug.
I shall. Thank you
Thanks
for the
for
invite.
joining
Do you want
us.
to share anything else before I
go, one thing I was going to comment when we got around to it, and you guys will find the point where they interview Dana Hill.
My girl.
And Dana Hill has absolutely no idea what her episode is about when she's trying to recap it. I'm like, yeah, you lost a bit there, Dana. Keep going. You'll get somewhere. And I love Dana Hill, especially because she's dressed as the rabbit.
Salad.
But I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. You've completely missed the point of the episode that you starred in because you really didn't pay that much attention. I get it. And look, to be honest, everyone at that party is probably a little bit drunk. So not the best time to
That's what I'm saying. She probably had one too many.
Yes. Well, the other disappointing interview was Karen Black.
Shirley's.
Yes. Karen Black, when she actually volunteers, I was in The Little Mermaid and I don't like being wicked. Thanks. Useful information.
This is the woman who did Trilogy of Terror.
I think this is in part 3, but yeah, I agree.
You'll see those interviews.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're the ones I like to comment on. But yeah, that's all. Well, look, thank you again for inviting me, guys. I look forward to seeing the
Thanks for
finished
signing
product.
in early.
And welcome all the new friends. It's always nice to meet new fairy tale theater crazies like me.
Yeah, we love the crazy fairy tale theater fans. That's what makes us so fun.
Yeah, that's what we do. But yes, because it's coming up to almost 10 o'clock here in Australia on Sunday morning. So I have to crack on. I've got things I need to achieve today, but thank you again.
Just doing a tally. We've got America, we've got Canada, we've got Australia, and Argentina represented on this call.
Not bad.
That's pretty cool.
And Walter, you're from where?
Cool.
Technicolor, where are you from?
Chicago, Illinois, my friend. Doug, I just want to say
Westerner.
before you go, it's nice to see a face put to your voice. I really enjoyed the episodes where you guest hosted. I found your commentary very intelligent, and I really appreciated your scholarly.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for that.
Sometimes I worry that I'm the boring one.
No,
never.
You're not the boring one.
Never. I'm the boring one.
Or there's always more fairy tale theater research coming, so watch this space.
All
right.
Nice to see.
Good to see you, Doug.
Yeah. We love you, Doug.
We'll let you go.
I'll log off, but thank you again.
Bye.
Bye. Love you lots, Doug.
Sorry,
All
guys.
right.
We are running late on this.
We're
We had
running late.
technical
We're going to
issues.
continue. We're going to keep these little interludes in between to like 5 minutes, and then we will have like a longer discussion at the end. So this way,
Okay.
can tap out, but this way we get done. You know, we'll try. We'll try our best.
Okay.
All right. So here's part 3.
In the Pied Piper of Hamelin. And Ricky Schroeder and Bridget Anderson play Hansel and Gretel, who find a gingerbread house.
I'm gonna have a piece of that roof. And you have some of that candy window. Come on, Gretel, it's lovely. But who do you think it is? What does it matter? It's food.
But Joan Collins, as the witch, has other dinner arrangements in mind.
Take care of you. I am going to eat him because that is what witches like to do. They like to eat little boys and girls. And since that is what I like to do, that is what I am going to do.
When I was little, my mom and dad, they used to read Hansel and Gretel to me when I was little. And I used to really get into the place and feel like I was Gretel. And now I have a little sister who's 4, and now I read it to her, and she feels the same way.
I think it was kind of evil in a way, but evil has its nice things about it. And I think it was a message to show that maybe he wanted a baby, you know, you never know.
You'll always find terror in these stories because, well, for one reason, actors love to scare and to be scared. I personally remember how frightening Hervé Villechaise's performance was as Rumpelstiltskin.
And you were to become queen.
Yes?
Would you? Would you give me your firstborn child?
Oh, my dear little Snow White. Today, your disgusting ruby red lips.
And the extraordinary Vanessa Redgrave gave evil added dimension as the wicked queen in Snow White.
Go ahead now, take a bite.
Elizabeth McGovern didn't stand a chance.
It's delicious.
No one can argue now. Now there's only one beauty in the land.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
You, my queen, with your beauty so grand, are indeed the fairest in the land.
And Beverly D'Angelo feasted on her fire-breathing bad fairy in Sleeping Beauty. Chris Reeves' prince needed more than charm to get by her.
Little prince, step into my reality.
And Karen Black's Sea Witch in The Little Mermaid brought terror beneath the sea.
I played the Sea Witch in The Little Mermaid. And I don't like being wicked.
I'm frightened. I told you I'm a witch! I may look like your mother's bridge partner, but I am not joking around here.
I'm looking for an ogre.
I play the ogre in Puss in Boots, and I'm Brock Peters.
And the ogre is a terribly frightening character. As a matter of fact, I don't know how Ben Vereen and Greg Hines could face me. The makeup guy did such an incredible job. But like all fairy tales, at the end, the ogre gets his comeuppance from a pretty smart Puss in Boots. I don't want to give Ben that kind of credit, but okay, he had to win. The story was written before I got to play the character. But watch it. I think you'll enjoy it. I am an ogre. I eat spiders and dogs and children and armies and cats.
I thought you'd be much bigger.
From witches and ogres to being 20 mattresses high without a ladder.
The ladder.
Nighty-night. I'd be remiss in not showing our version of your own horror story, The Boy Who Left Home to Find Out About the Shivers, appropriately starring Christopher Lee and Peter MacNicol.
Now you will find out all about the shivers, because you are going to die.
Christopher, get back here. Look out. Look out!
Is it over? Yes, you can open your eyes now.
I was not scared. I just dropped my quill.
About the shivers, and I thought it was great because it's like not a very well-known fairy tale, but it had a really great message. And you know, the great thing is that people learn about being scared, but it turns out well in the end. So that's how things are in real life. You know, you have struggles, things you have to overcome, life's scary little things, but in the end, good always triumphs. And that's the wonderful moral about fairy tales, is that good always triumphs. So that if you keep that positive attitude about life and everything around you, you will flush fear and evil out of your life, and good will triumph in the end. Right? Right.
What about the animals, huh? I mean, the animals are my favorite part of the fairy tale. I used to be a frog. I was a bear. And now, look at me now. I'm a party animal.
It is our observation and accusation that you have taken some of our most notable characters.
Bears, pigs, cows, cats, toads, and given them a life which we never intended.
Thanks.
Let's start with the wolves.
Okay. How about the wolf and the three little pigs?
Yeah.
I'm looking for a pig. What kind of wolf is that, wearing this top hat?
And a fur coat, smoking the cigar. That's a big bad wolf.
Well, the way Jeff Goldblum plays him, he's big, bad, and funny.
You see, there you go with the humor again.
We want bad.
You want bad?
Yeah.
Watch this.
You ain't nothing but garbage. You, out of my way. What, you ain't got ears?
It's becoming badder.
I always wanted to see him put on a house. But as the story goes, one big bad wolf is no match for a sturdy brick house and a united family of pigs.
Who is it?
Open the door, Ham Hock. Ow.
That's Billy Crystal and Valerie Perrine with Stephen First and Fred Willard.
This is much too dangerous.
Look, no more Mr. Nice Guy. You either open up now, and I mean now, or I'll huff, and I'll puff, and maybe I'll huff again, but I'm going to blow this house in
not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
You keep saying that. What do you mean, chinny chin chin? What does it mean?
It means no.
You asked for it, pal.
I'll tell you something, Larry. This brick house is a lifesaver.
Who's that cute kitty?
I know, she's so cute.
Someone joined us.
She's a fairy tale theater fan.
Yeah,
Oh, she's so
absolutely.
cute.
Yeah, this is Lolita.
Lola.
Yeah, Lola. She was named after damn Yankees. Yeah, she
Hi, Lola.
she was crying, so I had to pick her up. But
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
wants to be part of the party.
yeah.
Cats
So
are just
sorry about
babies.
that, guys.
Oh no, it's like
I
it's
love.
Shelley.
Yeah, it's okay.
Mhm.
I love how many cast interviews we got in this section.
Melina, as I recall, the very first time I met you, your cat was in the background.
She was, and now my dog is here. She's decided to. How do I? 1 second. Like this. Yeah, I know
Oh,
my dog
yeah.
is joining.
We're animal lovers here.
Like
Yeah,
Shelley.
she's over there somewhere.
Cute.
My God,
Yeah, but I love. Oh.
All right.
But I love the cast interviews in this section. We got Karen Black, Dana Hill, Brock Peters.
Yes, my goodness. Okay, first clip was Pied Piper of Hamelin, and I remember this episode of the podcast vividly because this one I remember not liking the episode, but when we did the rewatch and when we did the recap, I remember just being a complete wreck. This one just wrecked me. I couldn't stop crying. That one really got to me. It was so much more powerful since I became a grown up. But
And an aunt too, probably.
Yeah, and I'm an aunt, I'm a godmother. Since I've had more children in my life, it just the message got to me so much more. But yeah, that one came flooding back, Eric. I don't know if you remember, but I remember when we did that recap and I was not expecting to just start crying. But
is it true that David Bowie was the original pick
Absolutely.
for Pied Piper?
Yep, absolutely.
Same.
And when we talked to Fred, he confirmed that's absolutely true. Eric, what not our Eric Idle came in as a last minute replacement. David Bowie had to pull out. Sounded like there was a real reason. He wasn't flaking out, but he had to pull out at the very last minute. So Shelley called Eric Idle, who had done. Yeah.
He wrote
for him for both to be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and Eric Idle wrote Frog Prince, so he had already helped on fairy tale theater before.
He and Shelley were close. So
From Time
she called
Bandits?
him at the last minute and he flew to Canada, your home country, Melina. That's the only episode that was filmed in Canada. And he was a good friend. He got on a plane and played the Pied Piper, and he did a brilliant job.
He did a very good job.
Jack, a moment. Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
So you seem to know a lot about this. I can't remember if it was your podcast or some other source, but it was suggested, but there's no evidence that the reason Shelley Duvall herself took over the role of Rapunzel is because someone else dropped out, and that person was rumored to be Madonna. Is that something you have any knowledge of?
Can absolutely.
I heard that
answer
for
question.
Rumpelstiltskin. But
was
it
that?
was Rapunzel, not Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh,
I thought that was for Rumpelstiltskin. But
might be
was it Rapunzel?
I heard it more for Rapunzel, but I actually did
Oh,
directly
okay, I'm
ask.
wrong. Okay.
Well, I did directly ask Shelley that very same question because I had heard the exact same rumor. And Shelley was trying to be diplomatic, and Bridget's the same way. Like they don't want to say who turned them down. But Shelley said basically whenever I was in an episode, it was because someone else dropped out.
And Shelley said, and Bridget said she said the same. She was very diplomatic too. They don't want you as the fans to be like, oh, this episode could have been better because this person could have been in. I think that's why. But Bridget said they were turned down as much as they were accepted.
Yeah.
And that if Shelley was in it or whoever was in it, it was because they had to do a switch really fast. And then Bridget also said, I don't know if you heard the interview, she said that the episodes got greenlit based on what star power they got for that episode. So if they didn't have a star,
the hugest thing in 1986.
Yeah. So if they didn't have an star, it wouldn't have gotten greenlit. So sometimes they would have to scramble so that there would be a star, so that they would still be like, so it would still be a thing for them. So she said there was a lot of scrambling, and those were not fun times. She did say that. I remember her saying that. Yeah. She said, but her and Shelley did scramble, and they did call favors. And thank God Shelley knew a lot of people.
No, everybody. It's
everybody.
6 degrees of Shelley.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. She knew Carole King. Somehow she talked Mick Jagger into being the emperor of China.
Well, she was friends with Angelica, and who was best friends with Jerry Hall, who was married to Mick Jagger at the time. But just to bring things back to David Bowie for a second, when her and Jeff Goldblum were filming Nashville in the summer of 75 or 76, I think it was, they went to a David Bowie concert together, her and Jeff Goldblum, during the filming of Nashville. So that's just a tidbit that I love.
Once you know these actors, you can kind of fill in the gaps. Like Angelica Houston and Carole Kane were roommates in college, and they adored each other.
They were roommates in New York, and they're still like best friends to this day.
Yeah, and Robin Williams and Chris Reeve were roommates at Juilliard with Stan Wilson. So.
Wild.
Yeah. It all goes back.
It's this whole podcast has been 6 degrees of Shelley.
And then I think we have a Chris Reeve voice message coming up soon in the next part.
Yes,
It should be
I'm
coming
so
up.
excited. I'm so excited for this part. All right, let's continue watching.
Oh, wait, I did want to call in Julia because this was the interview with Hervé Villachet.
I still have no idea what he's saying.
Oh, yeah, you were in the Rumpelstiltskin podcast.
Julia, we still have no idea what he's saying.
What do you think of his take?
I thought it was funny because like I had trouble like hearing him. Like I had to really listen to what he was saying, but also like Shelley was like, he kind of scared me, which I thought was funny. Because
maybe he did just want a baby. We don't know.
It was something like that. He's like, doesn't every villain want a baby? I'm like, what? I
think he took the role too seriously, maybe.
The sacrifice.
The sacrifice.
Every villain wants a baby to sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
It was funny.
Oh my God.
There was we saw Vincent Price, your man there for a minute, or at least we talked about his role. So I just didn't want to skip over that.
Of all time, he's amazing. Consummate actor, has a great sense of humor. He was terrific. I call him my dead boyfriend. It's okay.
Oh, I love it. It's okay. It's all good. I call Jenna the love of my life and my surrogate grandma, so it's all good.
Oh.
Yeah, Jenna
and
Rollins.
Most
Yeah,
of us consider her Aunt Shelley. We get it.
She was auntie. She was auntie for sure. Fairy godmother.
Fairy godmother. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, we do need to continue. I'm sorry.
Yes, let's continue.
All right, we're going to continue the next part.
But there are other wolves in the woods. Malcolm McDowell in Little Red Riding Hood.
3 days and not one single edible thing has come down that path. Well, it's not me. I mean, I'm a good hunter. One of the best. You gotta have something to hunt.
and the famous Puss in Boots, whose loyalty to his master knows no bounds, Ben Vereen and Gregory Hines.
I love you, Cat. Puss, what's that? Aren't you forgetting something? What's that? Wealth. Wealth and station. Wealth and station beyond my wildest dreams. You promised, Puss.
It truly was a production challenge to bring the fairy tale animals to life. And there are so many of them. Witness Thumbelina. Carrie Fisher, in the tiny title role, is first kidnapped by a toad, played by Lou Leonard.
I wonder how she feels about mud.
Taken in by a field mouse, John Peelmeyer.
I say, what's this?
You don't know how ecstatic you...
And nearly forced to marry a mole, played by Burgess Meredith.
Hanky-panky before the ceremony.
You know, the Justice of the Patch will be here very soon. I'm sure you'll like him. Yes, I'm sure.
She, of course, survives through her friendship with a swallow. And let's not forget the nightingale who befriended an emperor.
Good morning, Emperor. How do you feel today?
I feel fine. In fact, I feel splendid.
Somebody's been...
Or those three cuddly bears who find a small, blonde trespasser. Tatum O'Neill, Alex Karras, Brandis Kemp, and Donovan Scott in Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
It's just a little girl.
Well, I don't care if she's a little girl. That doesn't give her the right to barge into people's homes without their permission.
Oh, but Dad, can't we keep her? Please, please, can't we?
No. Just... Okay. Wake up! Row! Row!
Where's Shelley? Where's Shelley?
A fairy tale without magic.
It's like a wiener without the schnitzel.
Very poetic.
Thank you, thank you.
With all due respect, Your Honors, if it's magic you're after, Exhibit A.
Did you find the lamp?
Yes, it's right here. But could you hold it down just a little, please? I'm trying to explain something.
First, give me the lamp. For safekeeping.
I'm on trial here. Can you help me out?
Give me the lamp and I'll help you out.
I can't do that. It's evidence.
Give it to me!
No. I'll get to you later. As I was about to say before I was so rudely interrupted, I think magic is as important as you do, and I've tried to remain true to what you imagined. Is this what you had in mind for a mermaid? Pam Dauber in our version of The Little Mermaid.
When Shelley asked me, in fact, a long time ago when she was just getting fairy tale theater off the ground, she looked at me and said, "You'd be perfect for The Little Mermaid." And I remember reading, when I read that fairy tale as a child, it was such a sad fairy tale. Plus, the idea of playing a mermaid, I guess, is something that is always a little bit of a fantasy. It's like being a child and going into the toy box and finding that the clothes fit.
Have you seen my mother? In fairy tale theater, magic is everywhere. It can take Thumbelina downstream or soaring through the air on the back of a bird.
Come, clouds, to the palace.
At one moment, you can be at the top of the world on your way to the palace of the Snow Queen, played by Lee Remick. Or taking a magic carpet ride over hot desert sands.
They are magic. I knew it.
Three little beans can grow into a giant beanstalk that takes Dennis Christopher as Jack to a land above the clouds.
Ouch!
In fairy tales, trees can talk, as Melissa Gilbert discovers in The Snow Queen.
Just got away from me.
Are you talking to me, Mr. Pine Tree?
Of course. You don't see anyone else here with a lump on their noggin, do you?
And where else can 20 long years pass in one short night's sleep than in Rip Van Winkle, starring Harry Dean Stanton?
That's what we had in mind.
Yeah, but what's the lamp got to do with it?
I was saving the best for last.
Hello! Fresh air! Who are you? Who am I? You ask, who am I? I am the genie of the lamp, and being bottled up for thousands of years has made me extremely short-tempered. So I ask you, how do you wish to die? Good answer. Not to worry. I cannot kill you.
Where do you come from?
Originally, I was born from the thundering wind that blew from the mouth of the great white bear, who came from the fiery yellow sun, who is the eye of the all-powerful being whose name I am forbidden to speak, and you are?
Objection! Objection! Who's on trial here?
I was just presenting the genie as evidence. You see, a genie can get you out of all sorts of sticky situations. As Aladdin found out when he saved his wife from the clutches of the evil Moroccan magician.
Oh, is he back again?
Leonard Nimoy as the magician, Valerie Bertinelli as the Princess Sabrina.
Appreciate my charm.
Yes, well, I was so foolish to resist
Yeah. We will always be together.
What are you doing with my wife, Uncle?
Oh, Aladdin, my dear friend. I'm afraid you're a little too late.
Looking for something?
Bobby Carradine as Aladdin, and James Earl Jones as the genie in Aladdin and his wonderful lamp.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so emotional. How may I serve you?
Well, you can start by disposing of that.
I wouldn't be in too much of a hurry.
I want you to take him somewhere where he'll never do anyone any harm again.
We could all be friends. No. Wait,
With pleasure.
Wait!
And if it please the court, let's not forget the magic of romance.
This is the test. You have to kiss me.
That's it?
Would you wait a minute? You have to kiss me. And if you're a real prince, then I should hear trumpets playing and bells ringing, and I should see stars exploding.
Oh, Lord. Well, I suppose I could give it a whirl.
From The Princess and the Pea, The Prince and the Princess, Tom Conti and Liza Minnelli.
I've seen them before. Is that Liza mit a Z?
In fairy tales, a prince can overcome any obstacle to reach his true love. Jeff Bridges and yours truly in Rapunzel.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Henry. Prince Henry.
Are you a man? A real live man?
Yes.
I've never met a man before.
Really? You haven't?
Really?
Well, I'm pleased to be the first.
What exactly is a man?
Let down your hair. I'll climb up and you can find out.
You're not just saying this to get me to leave, are you?
Oh, I mean it.
Gosh, you're the most wonderful girl I've ever known.
I am?
Of course, I've never known any girls before.
In fairy tales, boy meets girl, prince meets princess, and then there's those one-of-a-kind situations. Malcolm Mc...
Eric, kid skip.
And Mary Steenburgen.
I am Reginald von Lupin, at your service. But you can call me Reggie for short. You are?
Mary, but you may call me Little Red Riding Hood for short.
Oh, yeah. I see. Splendid. Well, we're no longer strangers, are we?
Please let me.
It is I who must kneel to you.
And there's the strange and touching relationship between the Beauty and the Beast. Susan Sarandon and Klaus Kinski.
When you come back, Beauty, will you be my wife?
What torturing me?
I know. I am very hideous. But I will die of grief and loneliness if you never come back.
I would never want to cause your death.
Romance. I'm a big fan of romance. I wish, I haven't felt so wonderful since last time I put on my tights. I cannot imagine life without you.
Love is at first sight, as Rex Smith quickly discovers.
Snow White, will you be my wife?
Yes.
I realize you must have some time to think it over.
Yes.
Yes.
In Thumbelina, William Catt as the Flower Prince wastes no time in proposing marriage.
She finally got away from all those animals.
Perhaps you haven't found the right partner.
My dear, are you flirting with me?
Whatever makes you think that.
Thumbelina, I knew the minute you barged into my palace that I would fall in love with you. And I have. Say you'll marry me.
But, William, I've only known you a few hours, and
But I'm a prince.
And the Little Mermaid falls head over tail for the Sailor Prince, Treat Williams, whom she saves from drowning. Love can appear at any time, in any place. Leslie Ann Warren and Peter Weller in The Dancing Princesses.
A present from an old friend.
You were aided by a witch.
Aha! One man's witch is another man's good fairy.
Gregory Hines and Alfre Woodard in Puss in Boots.
Sunset?
I do. Do you like to eat ice cream and lick the plate when you finish?
I do.
The Princess Lavinia in Puss in Boots. It was a very happy time for me. I always wanted to be a fairy princess. Nobody told me until I was about 15 that I couldn't marry Prince Charles.
Finding one's true frog, prince, princess, mermaid, emperor, or sleeping beauty is one of the best things about fairy tales.
Do I dare to wake you to reality?
And to live happily ever after, well, it's what every girl dreams of.
Or am I dreaming now?
kept you.
Sleeping Beauty stars a very lucky Bernadette Peters and Christopher Reeve.
Hi, it's Chris Reeve calling from London, and I just wanted to wish you the best at the party tonight. And I'm sorry that I can't be there, but love to everybody, you and Sleeping Betty, and everybody at Fairy Tale Theater. Have a great time tonight. Take care. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Have you anything else to say on your behalf?
Does the defendant please rise?
I never sat down.
We have heard all the evidence.
So we will now go to our chambers,
where we will discuss the facts and come to a verdict.
We have reached the verdict.
We find the defendant, Shelley Duvall, not guilty.
Not guilty? Oh, thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you very, very much. Oh, and I'd like to thank the directors, the actors, the writers, the staff and the crew, and oh, and my mother.
You are free to go.
Happily ever after.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. One more thing. Thanks for the great material.
Zoe. Hi. Hi, Zoe. Oh, Zoe.
Oh, Zoe, you still got fairy wings.
The party! I'm very happy to see so many friends here tonight, especially ones in costumes. And I think it was very brave of you tonight to come into Hollywood like this. It was great. I'm not very good at making these speeches, but thank you all for coming and just enjoy yourselves. Have a great time.
So what happened to you? Where were you? Well, the strangest thing happened. After you left, I fell and I hit my head. And I went into this dream.
What kind of a dream? What are you talking about?
It was really strange. I was in this courtroom, and I was on trial by these two guys.
Who are those guys?
I don't know. But I think they're friends.
You've enjoyed watching some of our favorite scenes. Now, here's some of our best-kept secrets.
Truly, I must be in Malibu, where I've been saved by a gnarly chick.
I can't hear you, and I can't get to the door. I'm 20 mattresses high without a ladder. Fool? Jump. No.
Fast, relief. Plus.
Hello. My name's Eric Idle, and I'd like to invite you all to watch Fairy Tale Theater's latest dramatic offering, the Pied Piper of Harlem. Hamlet. The Pied Piper of Hamlet, which will be soon on Slow Time. Showtime. Sorry. Is that cash? Canadian? Canadian?
Sure did that one.
I was hoping you would play it until the blooper reel.
So many
You
thoughts.
want to miss
but-
those bloopers?
Oh my goodness. I want to pass the baton. I'm sure everyone had thoughts on that round.
That was
I don't know where to start. Julia, I'm used to picking on you.
I love Chris Reeves's message. It was so sweet. You could tell his heart wanted to be there, but he was obviously had a prior commitment in London. So that was really sweet. And just to see the cast together and everyone who could make it, it just looked like a really fun party.
Smith dressed as Prince Charming.
Yes.
I loved Alfre Woodard because it was giving me Emily vibes. I was remembering something Emily said that she said it took her so long to realize that she couldn't marry Prince Charles, and Emily always said that about Harry.
Not Harry.
Oh, William.
Never Harry.
William.
Oh my God.
So I was like, oh my God, that's so funny. I love Alfre Woodard.
I was never going to marry Harry. Let's be straight on that.
I love Alfre Woodard. I loved we got to hear from her.
She's sweet.
She's one of my favorites. She's always been one of my favorites.
Vinia.
But Julia, they did a beautiful thing about Snow White. I was just thinking of you when they did that.
Oh, thanks. I like that too. It was really, really sweet.
It is one of the most romantic scenes in fairy tale theater. I've always thought so.
Simple, but
and knowing Shelley's favorite prince is Chris Reeves, I love that she played it up where she's getting ready to pucker up on the pillow.
Oh my God. I'm okay, so I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but before Shelley passed, I had her phone number. The only other person who was on the call during this was Doug, but I asked her who was her favorite fairy tale theater prince. And I would have put so much money on Robin because they were such buddies. And she went, Chris Reeve.
Yeah.
And once you know that she had the biggest crush on Chris Reeve, this all makes sense why she was like superimposing herself over Bernadette Peters.
She's the lucky princess. Yeah.
I believe when she said that, I went, good choice, Shelley. Good choice.
A very lucky Bernadette Peters.
Yeah. I mean, she was pretty shameless about it, but I mean, can you blame her?
No.
Yeah, they showcased my favorite prince, the late great Treat Williams.
Oh yeah. Oh, the best.
I love the whole princess kiss montage. That was cute.
Me too.
Cute.
What I love about like Red Riding Hood, we got a brief clip of Red Riding Hood. Obviously, Mary Steenburgen and Malcolm McDowell were married at the time, and she was pregnant with their daughter Lily. But they actually, from what Bridget said, was it Bridget who said in the episode? But they both approached her and Shelley and said, "We want an episode."
They both said
they wanted an
thing.
episode written for them. Yeah, they wanted an episode written for them. Yeah, and it's cute. It's fun. It's a fun one. It's cute.
They requested to be on the show, and they wrote Little Red Riding Hood for.
So did Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal requested as well.
That was another
one. Yeah.
They said that I got to the point where like they just wanted something their kids could watch because a lot of their things that they've been in, their kids could not watch. So
and Jean Stapleton wanted her grandchildren to see. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, she was such a good fairy godmother.
Oh, yeah. I like how she was there, too.
Yes.
In her costume.
Yes.
And I love it. Terry Garr is in her costume, but then she added like a piece of tulle under her crown so that she could like walk around with tulle all night. Like I thought that was cute. I like that.
It was cute.
She wore that in the wedding scene.
Yeah, I love that. I love them. I love everyone's there, and it's so special because a lot of those people are not around anymore. Like when I got to Bridget, it's just
Dana Hill got to me.
Terry Garr recently passed away.
Yeah,
like a lot of them are gone. It's so sad.
Yeah,
they're all together.
I will say
they're
this.
all together now.
because I want to say it before I forget, but actually we well, Shelley knew about the podcast, obviously, from day one, but she passed she passed while we were making it. But there are two surviving actors that we got a hold of who both sent their blessings to the podcast, and they were both highlighted in this, and that's Valerie Perrine and William Catt.
Right.
So,
I remember Valerie
Yeah.
I remember Valerie messaging Eric back.
yeah.
We actually wanted
And
people to
William
come
Catt
back to
got
us.
back to us too. So
Yeah.
Said that she's not, well. She suffers
Yeah.
from Parkinson's.
She begged out for health reasons, which we totally respect. And William Catt, it was just a scheduling issue, but they both sent the podcast their blessings and they did not need to do that. So that was pretty cool.
Speaking of Cat, I see you have
I
a friend.
know.
Oh,
Kitty
You
Cat.
say
Hi.
hi. That's Bella. She's a big fairy tale theater
Hi,
fan.
Bella.
Hi, Bella.
Oh, no, she's sitting on me.
She said Tuxie?
Yes.
Yeah, my other girl's a Tuxie. You saw my Torty. The other one's a Tuxie.
Oh, sweet.
I love that. That's so cute.
Agatha the goat.
How do I do this?
Yeah.
Look at
yeah.
this. Look at
Her
this one.
name's Agatha
She's
because
just
she
like-
always disappears.
Oh, Melina, that's so sweet. And the bed.
What are you doing?
She's
There
What
you
are
hiding.
you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Hi, pups.
Oh, that face.
So, I did have some notes. We reviewed Thumbelina and the Swallow. There was a poor guy stuck wandering around that party in a swallow costume. Bless his heart.
Poor man.
But did he have the sexy swallow legs that Doug and I
Yes.
complained about?
The sexy swallow legs that Doug insisted were thigh-high boots, and they were not. They were
We were
tight.
like,
You
Yeah.
know, when we do season 2 of the podcast, sexy swallow legs should just be one of our catchphrases.
Yeah.
like literally.
Like this is
It's
like
up there
the
with
sexy-
Daddy Gold.
This is like the sexy
Daddy
swallow.
Gold, sexy swallow legs.
Swallow
yeah.
legs.
Oh my God, I love that. There were so many good appearances. I mean, Doug mentioned the Karen Blatt thing where she was like, "Oh, I didn't like playing anyone wicked." That was cute.
Didn't have much to say.
Pam Dauber.
Mm-hmm.
My fellow Michigander, thank you.
I was happy to hear from her. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Julia,
but
you
that was cute.
remember when we did Rumpelstiltskin, Eric found the one Michigander that I missed.
Yes, I was just thinking about that. The unicorn.
The tiny horse.
Yes.
I missed the fact that Smidget, the world's tiniest horse, was from Michigan. That one I missed,
He's from
and I
Michigan.
stand corrected, Eric.
Have to add it to your list now forever.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that made it into the final cut, but I'm like, Julia, remember?
Yeah, I remember
It did make it. It did make it. It did make it.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
my
I remember going, what do you mean? Why are you asking me where the horse is from? And you went Michigan, and Julia's going, now it all makes sense.
She always knows if someone's from Michigan.
It's true.
I missed the miniature horse. That one's on me.
Oh my God.
So funny.
Oh my goodness. Hey Walter, what's your impression of the last end of this, or the whole thing overall? You're on mute.
I'm gonna unmute you, Walter.
Wait, we can't hear you yet.
Unmute.
Walter, you need to unmute yourself, I think.
Yeah, just scroll down to where it says audio and hit unmute.
I think he might be trying, but sometimes it, like with your phone, it.
There you go.
There
Is it? Do I have
There
contact?
we go. There we go.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for putting up with me. I'm sorry to be such an old person.
What do you think so far? Have you seen this or before?
I did see it once long ago. So I had the full DVD box set from about, I don't know, 20 years ago or so, which Can you hear me, everyone? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so as a lot of you may know, they released in the maybe 2005 or something like that, like the whole DVD box set that had all the
Going to
episodes.
do the visual effect.
Yes.
And they had like a really great booklet, like a deck of cards and all that kind of stuff. And they also had the Grimm Party as well. So I probably watched it once.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there we have it. Shit.
It has all the things. I mean, it's really sad.
Sorry, I don't know if you can.
No.
All the
And
things.
and my personal favorite thing about that release is that
I'm having
booklet-
audio issues. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, we can hear you now. Keep going. Keep going. Now I can't hear you. You switched out. Can't hear you, honey.
Ah, darn it.
There you go. Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Please forgive me. I'm so apologetic. This is so embarrassing.
Walter, you don't understand. You weren't here for the first half hour where we couldn't hear anyone.
Okay.
You were in good company, sir.
So I've only seen that once, and it's just great to see everybody, like all these people who are like working actors in LA or even international, just like doing something for fun. You've mentioned in your podcast when you had those amazing guest hosts who just said like, yeah, there was no money, didn't seem to matter. Everyone was just in it to like do the thing. They were good sports. And that's the lasting impact. Whenever I go back and watch these episodes, I think, like not everything holds up. Some of these things that may be state of the art, like the effects, the green screen, people look down on those nowadays because these kids today are so spoiled. But it really was like what was happening, like what we could afford, and they were doing with so much love. It really makes a difference, and that's why the show is great. And that's my lasting impact right there.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well
kind,
said.
Well said.
Definitely.
I agree.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, I'm getting emotional.
I
totally
think that's
agree.
I think that's why all of us love this show so much, is that it is so special because it was like nothing else we watched back then. It didn't have like the shiny, beautiful like exterior that Disney had. It just felt like theater. It felt fun. It felt like everyone was having a great time. And then it was so cool to talk to Bridget and Fred that were like, this was just fun. Like everyone just had fun. He's like, they both said it's like the best time of our lives. And thank you so much. They were like, we love talking about this. We're so grateful that people talk with us about this, because no one wants to talk with us about this. And it's so cool. And I mean, it's special. It is special. And Shelley, I feel like Shelley made it like super special. That was that's what Fred had to say on that last interview we said, is that Shelley was like the thing that kept it all together. He's like, she never produced before, but like she had this like special thing about her that made this project so special because she loved it so much, and you could tell love, like you said, like Walter, you said like it's love. You feel the love emanating from the project.
Yeah.
Everyone was happy to be there.
It's magic. Mm-hmm.
I want to be at that party. It looked like fun.
But I had it in my notes. I mean, we haven't talked much about the plot of this episode because there's not much of a plot. But
we had Rod
Shelley,
Curtis and we had our favorites writing it.
I know,
Mark Curtis and Ron Ash.
But Shelley said, isn't it important to inspire a whole new generation on the fairy tales? And that's kind of what it all is. And God, I'm glad I was able to talk to Shelley before she passed. But Eric was there when we talked to Bridget, when we talked to Fred. They're like, we did it for the kids. And I remember saying it to Bridget. I'm like, Eric and I were those kids. And I remember Bridget kind of going, oh yeah. She hadn't quite equated it. Fred was going, yeah, that makes sense. Bridget was going, I think kind of in her mind, everyone was still kids. And I'm like, no, Eric and I were those kids that you made that show for. Everyone on our podcast, we were those kids.
We were. I collect vintage fairy tale books because of Shelley. So it really is something that stays with you.
Yeah, and so was
I
Doug.
became a German major, specialized in the Brothers Grimm. Thank you, Shelley, and went to Denmark and all of Hans Christian Andersen. And well, heck, you all have seen my website that I put up years ago and my old YouTube channel. Shelley inspired all of that. Why are we all talking? Why are we all having this conversation right now? It's because of Shelley.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting emotional and I didn't
You
want
had a few glasses. It's okay.
I almost killed that bottle by myself, so I had to put it away. I was going to kill it by myself.
It's okay. I'm drinking gin, so I think I need to slow down.
No,
open wide. I was like, hey, I got gin open.
I mean, I love we even got Donovan Scott. Like Donovan Scott showed up. He was like,
yeah,
like everyone. You could just tell we've never come across a person that was like, oh, that was you.
I didn't enjoy it.
Oh, you liked that?
Yeah.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy
Like
for
even
you.
They like light up when you bring that up.
hated everybody. The only negative thing you could say was they didn't get me Jessica Lange. That's the only negative thing he could say, and he hated everybody. But oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I don't want to miss anyone getting their turn. I'm sorry. Tiara, did you want to chime in on anything?
No, not really.
Don't want to throw
did
you under
everything
the
you
bus.
wanted to. Are you sure?
I can show you guys a painting that I have of Shelley.
Oh, yes, please.
Wait a minute. I'm still working
I love
on
your
it.
cup. Your cup is very cool.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
wow.
gorgeous. Did you paint that?
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
That's amazing.
Thank you. I love Shelley since I'm like 10 years old. Now I'm 16, so. Thank you, Shelley, for this.
Gorgeous.
Shelley in The Shining. We love that.
Classic.
We love that.
I still have to paint like Pretty Woman or Nashville. I don't know.
Oh, she was beautiful in Three Women. That was like,
Yeah.
I love that film.
Bridget said that she thinks that was Shelley's best performance.
Yeah, well, she won at Cannes for that film. It was
Yeah.
so good. Thieves Like Us was also a really good performance as well.
I remember when I met Shelley, someone else, I don't remember who, but someone gave her a picture of her in Three Women, and she went, I was so beautiful. I think in her opinion, that was her prettiest time.
I wish I could talk with Shelley, but I was wearing the wrong place and too late. Like,
oh,
I miss Shelley, and I never got to meet her.
Honestly, luck was behind a lot of it. Being in the right place at the right time, knowing the right people, and having the money to make it work. Because I certainly didn't live anywhere near Blanco, Texas.
And time to just not line up for me to go join Emily. I was going to, but I was moving that summer, so.
And we were supposed to go see her for her 75th birthday. We were supposed to go 2 weeks after her birthday, and then she ended up passing before we could get there. Eric ended up canceling his trip, which is understandable. Doug and I decided to go anyway. Actually, I'll share this story with y'all. Very Georgia of me, y'all. When we found out Shelley passed, of course, we were all like dealing with it in our own way. But Doug called me. He had already booked his trip in from Perth, Australia. I had my trip booked from Atlanta. And Eric had his book trip from New York. His trip booked. Sorry. And Shelley passed away. Eric canceled his trip. fair, understood. But Doug called me and he's like, you're not thinking of canceling the trip. And I went, well, we were going to see Shelley. And he said, I was going to Texas to see two women I love very much. And I mean, one of them has a very good excuse for not showing up.
Goodness.
I went, Shelley died. And he goes, yes, excellent excuse. Now, what's your excuse for not being there?
You have to have humor sometimes to cope through things. You have to have humor to cope sometimes.
You know what? It worked. I went.
You went.
It was basically, so you better be dead if you're not there.
Oh, it was a sad time, but
it was good. It was important. Doug and I drove to her farm out in Blanco, and it was just a very healing moment. Brought a lot of closure.
I love that.
Yeah.
Sorry, this took a dark turn. Let's
But we just want to thank you all for joining us. This was the end of our season. We covered all the episodes. I didn't, to be honest with you, when Emily proposed this project.
During COVID.
I would say about 4 or 5 years ago now. I never thought, especially in the beginning, you all listened to our final project, which was great. But in the beginning, we really struggled. Melina listened to our first 2 episodes, and I honestly never thought that we would make it through all 26 episodes and actually have people that listen to it, that enjoy it, that we would have the producers. Like, this is like crazy that we got here. And I just want to thank all of you for being with us on this journey. But Melina was with us. Emily saw it was the struggle. Like, we recorded our first 2 episodes, which were Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast. And
oh my God, yeah.
It was just hours of us.
I remember.
Hours. And we were like, how are we going to edit this down to be something that people would actually want to listen to? And we made it. We re-recorded it. We were like, nope, we got to start again. And we did it. We did it. And we did it. And
here we are.
And here we are. We made it all the way through. And it's crazy that we're here. And I just want to say, that's what I want to say. So,
and to give credit where credit is due, that's why we've always recognized Melina as our other producer, because she remembers our first cut.
It was like, guys, I don't know what I can do with this. This is.
I was listening to the audio file, breaking out in hives, just like.
It's like, this is 4 hours of nothing.
Yeah. And you want me to get this down? We want to get this down to 1.5 hours max? Okay.
She was trying to find a nice way of going. She was trying to find a nice way, because she's Canadian. She has to find a nice way of going, scrub it, start over.
I
was trying to find a nice way of just let's maybe go in with some notes, and maybe let's try to stick to a script.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve, but it's fun, and we will be back. This isn't the end, but we are taking a quick little hiatus, a little break.
Yes,
I'm finishing grad school, just so everyone knows that. But
so, any plans for Tall Tales and Legends?
We have a few that we still like. There's a couple more that we like, so we might be doing more of these little virtual watch parties for them. I don't think
maybe Nightmare Classics too.
Yeah, we did Casey at the Bat so far, and we did Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Those are both on YouTube. We might do a couple more. We just don't think, Emily and I don't think we have it in us to cover the whole series, because it's all not great. Some of them are okay.
So yeah, exactly. We're planning on highlighting some more episodes of Nightmare Classics and Tall Tales and Legends, kind of like how we did tonight. But our season 2 of the podcast is actually, we've got a pretty definite direction that we want to go in. I'm not sure we want to announce it yet, but we've got a very good plan in place.
It's coming. Yes. The announcement is coming.
And we're thinking of premiering in spring of 2026.
Okay.
But no, we're not sleeping at the switch. I'm finishing grad school, and
But in the
there's
meantime, we might do a couple more of these. We might do a couple more virtual watch parties.
so don't
One of the
forget
Legends
us.
is on the table. Nightmare Class is on the table. We are thinking, because Miss Emily here, Miss I know Shelley Duvall, has never seen Popeye. Popeye.
Uh-oh. How dare you?
How dare you, ma'am?
Fake fan, fake fan.
So we have to do
born to
that
play.
because this woman cannot get away with not seeing this film.
You know how much coke was made? What was in that film? You know how much coke helped make that film when they were smuggling in suitcases full of cocaine into Malta?
To be clear, Melina, I know all about the making of Popeye. I know.
Okay, you just haven't actually
Shelley
watched
told me
it.
all sorts of stuff about the governor of Malta. I know all sorts of stuff about the behind the scenes. I've still, to this day, never seen that movie from beginning to end, which Eric finds unforgivable. And
in a way, it is.
An unpopular opinion. I think Shelley, like I know, like the whole thing was like Shelley's like, yeah, they picked me because like I'm plain and like kind of look like olive oil. I think Shelley looked beautiful in that movie. Like the shots.
She made olive oil look
glamorous.
Yes. It's perfect casting.
Oh, it's amazing casting. Like I'm so glad that Altman fought for her to be in it because that was apparently the story too. That they wanted.
Yeah, they wanted Gilda Radner.
Yeah.
Yeah, the studio wanted Gilda Radner.
That wouldn't have been the same.
No, it would have never worked. No.
Yeah.
It
wouldn't have worked at all.
It was for Shelley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Shin,
will
for
happen.
everybody, when do you think Shelley looked her most beautiful? And Julia, you'll probably be happy to hear my answer. I think it was Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think she never looked lovelier.
Yeah, she loved that wig too.
Suited her.
Red.
I'm interested in everybody else.
Yeah, what does everyone think? What's everyone's favorite Shelley role and where she looked the most beautiful?
Rumpelstiltskin, but also Rapunzel. I love her in Rapunzel. And the intro to Snow White.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. She introduces Snow White.
Red dress.
That's also where I think the red dress.
Oh my God, Eric, you and I both went. Same here.
The red dress.
You both threw the apple. Yeah, those are my top three. My top three.
I don't want to throw my remote. I think I'm gonna piggyback off Snow White. I'm gonna say that she looked the most beautiful because she had a similar wig in Rumpelstiltskin as she did when she played that short little role in the beginning of Snow White, Snow White's mother, the Queen.
Yeah,
beautiful. There's a shot where she's like sitting there with the cradle. There's like a.
We remember.
Amazing, love, so good, iconic.
Walter?
I think you've mentioned it before, but when her intro in for Pied Piper of Hamelin, she's in kind of like a strawberry blonde, but she has this like red sort of scarf, and she's holding a mouse, and she says "eek." I feel like that's the most sort of like traditionally glamorous, but as I've matured, I love like weird like first grade outfits, shaggy haired Shelley Duvall. That's my ultimate. Like I love her with like a little shag hair and like denim overalls with like a decal on it. That's my ultimate Shelley, but that's my favorite kind of incarnation of her.
Like when she's on the beanstalk, like that.
The beanstalk, but also even in, I mean, I'm not, this is kind of cross thing, but like even in The Shining, when she's in that, forgive me, God forgive me, it's a ridiculous outfit, but she's in like overalls and like a quilted something and else, and she has that long cigarette ash, which is like very famous.
We don't remember that.
But her hair is almost like it's this like, I don't know, like this like great little kicky shag. That's my favorite, and she's just doing her thing, being Shelley, and I really respect her as an actor because she's so honest in those moments.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just like, I'm gonna wear this silly like outfit, but it doesn't seem to matter. I hope that doesn't translate as anything backhanded.
No, not at all. This is all said with love. We know. Hey, Tiara,
is your
do you have an
favorite
opinion?
the Shining, since you painted that one?
Sorry.
Do you have a different one?
We spoke over each other. Go again, Eric.
Your favorite Shelley look? Is it the one you painted in The Shining?
Oh,
Where she
yeah.
looked the most beautiful? Yeah.
Yeah, and I love how she look in Free Woman and Ashfire, so I'm going to paint it too.
Oh, yes. Is that going to go on the same canvas? You're going to paint them together?
Huh?
You're going to paint them all on your canvas together, the three women?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
I love that.
Cool.
You must share.
Yes, please
Yeah,
do.
When it's
I
finished, yeah.
Tag us when you're done. We want to see.
I'll show you guys.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I think this was super fun. I think.
I'm sorry for all the technical issues, and we ran way over time, but
I'm
it was
glad we
fun.
made it work. I'm glad we made it work in the end.
Okay.
I'm sorry the beginning was rough, but we made it work in the end.
Would be like 1 hour.
I wouldn't-
Is that what you were hoping for?
We were hoping for like 1 to 2 hours, but it turned out to be like over 3 hours.
That's okay.
Almost 3 hours. We started at
No
8.
complaints on my side. But,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else on a Saturday, to be completely honest.
Damn, I had so much fun. I'd much rather be here than be out.
Well, thank you guys for this
I miss
podcast.
y'all. I mean, we
Yes.
haven't done the podcast in a while. We're taking a well-earned break.
Hiatus.
For the rest of y'all who don't know, Eric and I worked on it. Well, and so did Melina for 2 years before we premiered, and we premiered 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's over 4 years that Eric and I and Melina have been working on this once a month, having to have something out. So we're just taking a breather.
Yeah.
And we made it. We got everything. We did all of
Yeah.
them. We did them all justice, and we did all the episodes.
Yeah.
I'm happy we did this. We got to see all the best moments of fairy tale theater and see our favorite people that are no longer with us partying it up and little send off.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys. This podcast brought me like so much.
Yes, I'm glad
joy.
we did this.
Like you really,
Oh.
I mean, honestly, I've listened to every episode at least once, like some of them like several times, because I learned so much every time. And then Eric, like you always make me laugh so hard. And I'm like walking at the park and I start laughing. And I have to pretend I'm on the phone because people think I'm crazy. Wonderful. I love it when
And
Emily
Melina comes out with crazy shit sometimes.
Melina does too. Yeah. And then Emily too. Like, Emily knows so much. Like Emily, you're so
She knows
knowledgeable.
everything.
You know everything.
Knows random shit. If I find something interesting, it will just stick in my head forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
So thank
dressed
you,
as Snow White, but has anyone ever likened you to a young Jennifer Beals?
Oh, thank you.
I see that now that you say that. Now
You
that you
look like
say that, I can see
1985
that.
Jennifer Beals. My goodness, if that's okay to say, I'm sorry to be personal.
No, that's
That's a
very kind of
compliment.
you, Walter. Thank you.
No, of course.
I
Oh my
love
God.
Cinderella.
She's one of my favorite ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you.
I know we're all
Amazing.
signing off, but can I just ask everyone who their favorite princess is since we didn't do that?
Before we
Favorite
sign off,
princess?
Yep.
Rapunzel.
I'm
Is
dressed-
Rapunzel a princess? Does that count?
Yes, I'm dressed up as Liza, so
Yeah. Rapunzel and Snow White are my favorites.
Julie, I'm gonna go out on a limb.
No, but I love Janetta. And as I'm getting older, I'm approaching 40. I'm like, I feel Janetta so much.
Here.
yes, Janetta's a good one. Janetta's a good one. I would say
I ever asked you. I've got a guess, but I don't think I've ever asked you directly.
Is it Rapunzel?
Yeah, it's Rapunzel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my guess. Yeah.
It's his favorite episode.
To be honest, though, that Terry Garr is my second because she cracks my ass up. She's so funny.
She's so funny.
The things
She's
that
funny.
she says in that, I die. I can't. I love Terry Garr. I think she's great. So.
Do you have a favorite fairy tale theater princess? It's okay if you don't.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were talking to me. Rapunzel.
Rapunzel.
Oh.
Oh, same as Eric. Good choice.
Good one. What about you, Technicolor?
To drag this out, but I love them all because of the actresses who played them. It's
Yeah.
hard to
Yeah.
like you brought up Terry Garr, I mean Leslie Ann Warren, Jennifer Beals, who was at such an amazing career, by the way. Like I feel like we don't even really give her
Yes.
credit for how long she's been working.
Yeah.
Ellen I almost said
Ellen
her.
Burstyn?
Ellen
No, Ellen Arkin.
Barkin.
Not Burstyn.
Barkin.
Ellen Barkin. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's just because I love those actors, it's hard to pick one. But I
Yeah.
think my favorite villain is probably Vanessa Redgrave
Yeah.
Oh, she's
She's so
so good in that
because
role.
she's kooky pants.
Ooh,
Yeah.
villain, that's a good one.
And she was clearly having so much fun while she was like screaming into black mirrors.
Yeah. And Vincent Price was like my favorite as a kid too. I loved that episode.
I
Yeah,
think
he was so
Vincent
good.
Price and Brock Peters from Puss in Boots are my favorite villains.
Wonderful actors too. Like
Yeah.
so talented. Like classically trained, like wonderful.
Jenna's probably my all-time favorite because I love her moments. I think she's so great.
Jenna scared the
She's
bejesus
so-
out of me, and so did Death and the Nightingale.
Death, yes. Jenna, I thought was glamorous, and I wanted gold nail polish immediately.
when
And
she
I was like
pops that
7.
mask and her like wig stays fully intact. That's like so.
Scared the bejesus out of me.
Okay.
I had nightmares.
Yeah, I would say Jenna. Yeah, I would. And then maybe Karen Black.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she's
she
good.
did.
Even though like she's really not a villain, but
I
like
see a lot of love for Henbane and a lot of love for Joan Collins.
Bane and Joan Collins. There's so many good. I mean, everyone was amazing in this. The casting was so good in this.
Yeah.
It was good.
perfect. Yeah.
All the episodes, I think.
Sorry, we could go on all night,
We go on
but I
all night.
should let everyone go.
All right, everyone. It was great, but this won't be the end. We'll do more of these in the future. There'll be one coming up in a couple
Absolutely.
months, maybe for Halloween.
Halloween.
We'll do either a Nightmare Classic or a Tall Tale. We haven't decided yet, but we're gonna do something. So stay tuned.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Everyone
Bye,
for
guys.
showing up. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Good night. Have a good
Good
night,
night.
guys. Bye.
Live happily ever after.
After.